why Wilson? Why is everyone so high on Wilson? Scheif is a more
He's a good.
impactful player, has more points at 5-on-5, has more points total. He's way bigger because he's in Canada. I mean,
How many
Wilson,
how many goals?
the only reason that people want Wilson is because he can play a fucking rough game. Scheifele can hit people too, not as hard, but like, why would you want someone to come in, play 2 minutes, literally muck it up with people when you can have an impact player? Like, I'm not saying Wilson isn't a bad player, but it's just I think Scheif provides so much more value, personally.
How many goals does Scheifele have?
I agree.
18.
Tom Wilson has.
I agree with that. I think especially after what happened last year, and I know there's no fighting in the Olympics, but with the physicality that the US brought, I just think they're gonna take him at least as an extra guy, just to throw him in the lineup for that first game against the US, like just to have someone. I don't know. I think that's why. And then again, like he's a good net front guy, like sort of like Stone. And Stone's been injured and stuff and had his struggles. So if you're gonna replace Stone with someone, I think Wilson kind of fits that mold a bit. So I would way rather have Scheifele in that lineup, but I have a feeling that they're gonna take Wilson over him, which is too
Oh,
bad because
God.
I also do think Scheifele deserves it. But
Wilson has 19 goals this year. He's a good fucking player.
he
He's
is.
a good player
He's
for
He
sure,
is.
but it's just
He is.
he's been a good player. I mean, a good player. He's in the NHL, but he's been a good player for 2 or 3 years. Scheifele has carried the Jets franchise for 15 years.
Yeah.
Whatever, okay, whatever you want to call it, since he came into the league, what, 10 years ago, 11? I know he spent some time, but Scheif has literally been the focal point of an entire organization, and he's never had the opportunity. He's the guy, my opinion, but I'm also biased.
Well,
So
Wilson fits a better role in a bottom six.
there isn't even
I'm
a
just
bottom six. Like your bottom
I
six
mean,
is second and first liners.
yeah, but like
So
Bennett,
is every other
Marchand,
team's, other than
Wilson.
like France.
No, I know, but like that checking line of like Bennett, Wilson, Marchand, like that kind of grouping. You need one of those. You can't have four first lines.
I mean, you can.
the US does. The US does.
And what does that do for them? A loss every year?
I mean,
They should
they
have
gave
won
us a
last year.
run. They gave us a
Yeah,
fucking
they should have.
run.
I think it's safe to say they outplayed us in both of those games. I'm a firm believer that we got lucky in that gold medal game, but they don't really have a checking line. They just have
I
three
mean,
skill guys that can check. Other than Brady, like I wouldn't consider. I mean, Brady is skilled too, but he's sort of the same as Wilson, I guess. But like they have Matthew, Brady, and McAvoy. I don't think they have a certified checking line. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just love the days where we would just take our most skilled players and the best guys every year and not worry about who's going to play the PK and stuff like that and who's going to throw checks and all that. Like I miss the days when we would just take the most skilled players. And again, like not to say that Wilson isn't a
but
skilled
still, like
player,
not
but
even like in like 2010, like you had those like Bergerons and shit for PK. Even though they were top guys, they're still the PK guys.
true.
Like that's kind
True.
of what we're getting here. Just not as big of a name anymore. But
Well, I mean,
True.
like, who do you think could not PK without Tom Wilson in the lineup
I'm
or
not
whatever
saying
it
he's there
is?
to PK. I'm not saying that he's there to be a power forward.
Okay, so do you think
Look at Kyle
Bennett's a
Connor
power
last year.
forward?
Look at Kyle Connor last year. He didn't fit in
Yeah,
a
and
bottom six role. They
That's like
scratched him because he was irrelevant. In Four Nations, he was garbage. Same with Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes was fucking awful in Four Nations last year. They just couldn't
Yeah, and it
scratch
bit him in the
Jack
butt
Hughes.
because they subbed in Chris Kreider, a net front guy similar to Wilson, over Connor.
I wouldn't say
That
Wilson's a
didn't
net
work
front
out very
guy.
good.
what?
I would.
Like Wilson's just a straight up power forward. He's probably one of the best power forwards in the league. Him and Kachuk.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah.
don't consider Wilson as skilled as the Kachuk brothers, though. But I don't know.
I mean, he's got more
I
goals than
just-
Scheifele.
That's true. Where are those goals coming from? Is my question.
Doesn't matter.
Probably in front of the net.
No, it doesn't even matter. Like, I mean, I'm not saying Tom Wilson's not a good player. It's just like, why would you literally only select a guy to do one thing?
What's
And
that
and
one
and
thing then?
the entire conversation around why you bring Tom Wilson is so he can go muck it up and hit people against the US. Sure, he can still score, which is great. That's fantastic, but they're not going to use him in that role. They're going to bring him in to hit people once we play the USA. Why would you select a guy to do one thing for one game?
He's got 19 goals, Graham. He's a good skilled player. I don't know what you're
Okay, but
saying. One
you're not.
thing.
No, you're not listening to me. Yes, could he play on the first line and score goals? Yes, absolutely, he could. But that's not the reason. The whole buzz around why Tom Wilson even has a chance at this team is for grit and hitting and grime once that US game comes. There's been no conversation of Tom Wilson playing on a top line because we need him to score goals or impact the game that way. Can he do it? Yes, but that's not what they're going to use him for. So why would you bring one guy as a sub or one guy in a
Okay,
fourth line
what
role
would you bring
to do that
Scheifele
one
for?
thing?
What would you
To
bring Scheifele
score,
for?
to set up
Okay, so
power play.
you're gonna bring him for one thing. He's never making the power play.
Offensive
He could
possession
make a
time.
power play too.
Yeah, maybe a power play too. Same with Tom Wilson.
I think that Scheifele would be picked for a power play unit before Tom Wilson would. I firmly believe that. I don't think that that's crazy to say.
I
You got
actually don't know about that.
McDavid, Crosby, McCarr. McDavid, McKinnon, Crosby, McCarr.
I actually don't know
And
about
maybe you
that,
put
Graham.
Reinhardt in front of the net?
I think Wilson would have a better chance of making the power play on Team Canada than Scheifele would, because we already have guys in those spots. But if we
You
took
got
Wilson,
like
we'd stick him
Marner.
in
You
front
got
of
like
the net.
Marner and Celebrini who can play those like skilled like wall positions with like Morrissey. You put Suzuki in the slot, and then maybe like I don't think Wilson would make a power play, but I also don't think Scheifele would either.
I'd agree with that.
Like Marner, Celebrini, Point, Morrissey, and Taves would be like a power play too.
I mean, I don't know if either one of
I
us are
don't
going to
know.
win this. I think that it makes way more sense to bring Scheif. And I mean, if you want to call it the old boys club too, like Scheifele deserves to be there. He was the snuff at Four Nations. He's been a snuff before. He deserves to be there over Tom Wilson. That is my 2 cents.
I'm
That's
not saying
biased,
he
of course,
doesn't
because I'm a
deserve to be
Jets
there,
fan, but he deserves to be
what
there
do,
more than Tom Wilson does.
what are you guys saying you're missing with the Jets and saying, we should blow it up because we're missing this depth scoring and grit in your bottom six. That's what he's
No,
bringing.
we're not missing grit in our bottom six.
Oh, that's what you guys
We're
have been missing for
missing
3
we're
years.
missing we're missing scoring is what we're
I
missing.
don't know
Would
about
Tom
that.
Wilson be
I'd
good on
say
our second
Nino.
line right now? Sure, he would be good. But if we had
Tom
two
Wilson.
Scheifele's, he would also be on that line instead of Tom Wilson. Like we're not missing grit and grime. We've got Adam Lowry, we've got fucking Tanner Pearson, we've got Cole Koepke. Doesn't matter. Those guys can muck it up. We've got Morgan Barron. They can
Nino,
be gritty.
Iafallo.
We need scoring on the Jets.
Barron and Lowry are your only kind of grit guys.
Barron and
Nino
who?
and Iafallo throw the body around pretty good.
Barron and who?
Barron and Lowry.
Okay, so why is Tanner Pearson getting playing time then? To be a scorer?
I don't know why he's getting playing time. I think everyone's asking that question.
Because he's an experienced, gritty fourth liner. That's why he's getting
Because he's
playing
a
time.
slow old fourth liner.
Yeah, because
I
that's
wouldn't
why
say.
they're putting him on the team because he's slow and old. No, because he's on there because he's experienced and supposed to be gritty and get in on the forecheck and muck it up. I'm
I
not
wouldn't
saying
say
he's good
Pearson's
at it.
gritty.
I'm just saying that that's why he's there.
Yeah, that's yeah,
We'll
that's fair.
we'll leave it at this before me and Graham start getting into a heated argument because we love to do that.
I
And
I would just like to say one last thing on this subject, in that like I think our my why I was scared last year was because the US was more skilled than we were. And I just think that we need to match that skill with more skill. And that's sort of where I'm coming from with this whole thing, is that we need to take, I don't want to say our best players, because I don't think Wilson's a bad player or worse than Scheifele, but I just think like they're such a skilled team up front, and we don't, and we need to match that, and we need to bring our best possible players because we were playing behind most of last year.
I don't even think
Is-
that US was more skilled than us last year. I mean, like both teams are disgusting, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. My
I
my
think we
my
got
hope and my
outplayed.
thought is that Scheifele should be on that team over Tom Wilson. Will that happen? Probably not, because that's the way things go, but that's my thought. I think he deserves to be there. I think he's the better player. I think he can play a bigger role. Finito.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll see what happens. We can leave it at that, and then we can have these conversations after the Olympics when we get dusted by USA. Whoops.
I can't wait
we'll have
for
a heated
Scheif to make
argument
the
at
team and have can't wait for Scheif to make the team and have fucking 29 points in 6 games.
Like, do
if
you
he
guys
has 29 points at the Olympics, if he makes the team and has 29 points, I'll buy you anything you want Scheifele related.
do you guys actually think that we'll win this year against Team USA? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, 100% yes. I think that they're way, I mean, if you want to like for recency bias too, like this season, I think they're way better Canadian players in the league right now playing at a higher level than there are American.
I would agree with that.
I also
I'd
think
say we have
Ottinger is going to be the
McDavid and
starter by the end of the Olympics for the US.
Ottinger? Is that what you said?
maybe. I don't know. I don't know about that. We'll see. I don't know. Let's not even argue about that right now.
I think
Yeah, I'd
McDavid's gonna
say
get healthy scratched. That's my hot take. I think McDavid gets healthy scratched.
That would be a hot take that you have.
I think Team USA is a lot deeper of a team than we are, but we have McDavid and McKinnon. And then
I disagree.
well, actually not sorry, hold on. I think we're deeper offensively. We have a better offense. But like their decor and their goaltending is better than ours. Maybe that's
I mean, our
you think
goaltending looks pretty
their
fucking good this
decor.
year.
Yeah, I mean that's hard to say
Mackenzie
with how well
Mackenzie
Binnington played
Blackwood's like
last year.
Mackenzie Blackwood's 14-1 with a 930 save percentage.
But you're telling me you wouldn't rather have Hellebuck, Ottinger, and Swayman or Demko as your three goalies over Binnington, Thompson, and Hill? Or Blackwood, sorry.
Yeah, I don't
Dude,
know if it's which
Werenski,
one's off.
Hughes,
Oh, their decor's way
McAvoy,
better.
Fox. It's not even, I'm sorry, it's not even close.
No, their decor's way better.
Fox is kind of booty cheeks this year, in my opinion.
You had him
Oh,
over
he's been
Morrissey like a week ago.
Fox?
He's also been injured.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have
Okay,
him there.
Hughes,
Oh, maybe you
McAvoy,
just brought him
Werenski,
up.
Fox, Slavin, Faber.
Say it again.
Hughes, McAvoy, Werenski, Fox, Slavin, Faber. Like Slavin and
Okay, so
Faber are
they-
going to have to try and shut
Yeah.
down McDavid or McKinnon.
Well, actually, here I'll say one thing. If Drew Doughty gets a single game at the Olympics, then by far and away the U.S. team is way better D. I think it's well, no,
I don't know what's your
no.
hate
Drew
about.
Doughty. What?
So their last pair is Slavin and Faber, and ours is Harley and Theodore.
I mean, I guess money doesn't matter, but I mean, Harley's a $10 million defenseman. He's the second best defenseman, almost. I mean, no, he's not in the category of Heiskanen yet, but I mean, he's there. He's good. Theodore's a really good defenseman. I'd say that Theodore is probably more like He's got a
Good
bet.
offensive.
I mean, I'd say Theodore's. I mean, I guess yeah, Faber's pretty young. I'd take Theodore over Faber on my team. I think, but I'd take Harley
That's
over. I'd take Harley over Slavin.
that's
You're
no.
also taking Scheifele over Wilson.
Like that's just not. I know you're just rage baiting. That's just not a crazy take at all.
Hey, we'll see.
Faber over Theodore is or Faber's a pretty hot take. I feel like. I think that's
I don't
crazy.
think so.
Slavin is the best defensive defenseman in the NHL, and
He's having
I
a
would
down year,
take him over Harley.
but he has been.
McAvoy's the second best defensive defenseman in the NHL.
Okay, so you're going back on your. So you think that McAvoy's better than Morrissey then?
No, I said
I said
defensive defenseman.
defensive.
Oh,
I
okay,
still
sorry,
think
they said second best
it's.
defenseman.
I think
I
McCarr
was the one who said
and
McCord.
McCarr's the best defenseman in the NHL. Hughes is second. Werenski's third. Morrissey's fourth. And then after that, it's like
So we've
Heiskanen.
each got two of the top. We split the top four defensemen
Okay,
in the
but then
league.
we go from there, and it's like Taves,
Parayko? You taking
Parayko,
Parayko or
Fedor.
I would take
Fox,
Fox, although
times a
I
million.
also think Fox has been quite poor this year.
he's just coming back from injury?
So I mean, so
Tonight
is
it was his first
Parayko,
game.
but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. Well,
Their
whatever.
decor is much better. I think our offense is much better, and I think goaltending
especially
is up
this
in the air this
season.
year.
Yeah.
you guys are
Yeah,
just
you
fucking
convinced me on that.
pro-America.
Especially
You guys have
Matthews
just got.
is
You guys aren't Canada fans enough.
no, you guys convinced me on the offense. I think our offense, especially this year, is much better than theirs. With how bad of a season Matthews is having, Eichel's still good. Hughes is fine.
Dating Tate
He's
McRae.
obviously having a really good year, but yeah. Is Kachuk? Kachuk's playing, right?
He just started
Matthew?
skating yesterday.
Matthew or Brady?
Matthew just started skating yesterday or the day before.
Yeah, so like
Yeah.
he hasn't played all year.
And he's in
but
a non-contact jersey still.
that's again why I just think we should take our most skilled offensive players, because we're gonna have to beat them with like 5 goals if we're gonna win. We're gonna have to get around this decor.
Well, I mean, not necessarily. We beat them in the overtime now, right? 3-2, 2-1, 3-2, 4-3.
I know we did win. This has been
Anyway.
fun.
Well, let's see tomorrow, and then we can continue this conversation at our
It's
New
gonna
Year's
be
Eve party.
fucking Tom Wilson too. I know it's gonna
yeah.
be Tom Wilson.
Our New Year's
That's
party is
what
just gonna be
pains
us
me.
screaming at each other, isn't it? They took fucking
Yep.
Wilson over Scheifele. You fucking kidding
That's-
me? Happy New
That's what
Year!
it's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be.